This is the world's sweetest man, Jervis Cottonbelly, and you're listening to the Booking Club podcast. Enjoy.
For life. Just too sweet.
What's up, guys? It's Davis Taituche here, coming at you with another episode of the podcast with myself and David.
How's it going?
And so this episode is going to be a little review episode of the Survivor Series that happened last night. We're recording this right before Monday Night Raw, so we don't know what happens on Raw. We don't know any of the fallout, nothing. This is just purely a review and talking about Survivor Series itself. So how about we get it started with the pre-show? So the pre-show we had talking about, I didn't have any notes about what happened with before or after the match, just had the match itself. Do you have anything besides the match?
I have a few notes, and this is something that happened throughout the pay-per-view. They showed this video package, like they normally do, the hype up a feud, right? The Charlotte versus Paige feud. And the video package overlooked the entire Reed Flair thing.
As you'd expect, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd expect that, but I didn't expect them to act so soon. So, kudos to the guy who actually worked on that video package, because that was fast acting.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and there was the Tonya Harding remark, but not much to say about that.
Yeah, that was a thing. I have to get to that when we get to matches later, because I was really upset with how certain matches went. Not even the result, just like how the match itself was.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
didn't make sense.
All right. For the pre-show match, what do you got?
It was Team Bo Dallas, The Miz, and the Cosmic Wasteland versus the Dudleys, Neville, Titus O'Neil, and the returning Goldust. So the order of eliminations went like this. In about 2 seconds flat, Victor was eliminated by Goldust. Then Connor was eliminated by Bubba Ray, Neville by Miz, Miz by Goldust, Bo by Titus, and finally Stardust by Devon, with the sole survivors being the Dudleys, Titus O'Neil, and Goldust. Titus O'Neil, when he walked out, he was surprisingly over. Like, he had a good pop. A lot of people were doing the dance. I was surprised. And Goldust himself got a great return pop, I thought. I thought he looked really good coming back. He's insane on the Fountain of Youth. Dude hasn't aged since '96.
Oh, dude, Goldust just keeps getting better. I really like that spot he did with Stardust, the sunset flip spot. That was so fluid. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful spot.
And then I really, really wish that the Ascension were made to look like something, dude. There were only 2 tag teams in this tag team match, and they were out immediately. And the fact that they're in a stable with Stardust, I would have preferred Bo to be the comedy elimination right away, not Victor, and then have Miz be out before, and then have it just be the Cosmic Wasteland versus them. But I don't like the tag teams can't survive in a tag match for more than 10 seconds.
It was dumb. There's not much more to say about that. I mean, Neville got his outside dive spot he always gets. Devon didn't participate much in this match.
No, he only got the win in the end. I think that's pretty all he did.
He did a few moves, got beat up a little bit, then tagged out. I'm out.
Yeah.
But we are probably gonna see Goldust versus Stardust soon to wrap that up.
I'm guessing they're gonna drag it out till WrestleMania because they have the Cosmic Wasteland they can put them through.
Yep.
And they're not too far, so they can do that pretty easily.
Another thing I didn't get, I mean, I know that you want, the heels to not look as bad, but why eliminate Neville?
Yeah, why not eliminate Titus? I thought he was going to be the one to eat the pin easily.
I mean, you have Neville come up as the new sensation, and then he's eliminated. The only one of his team to get eliminated.
Titus O'Neil at least would have made sense because he didn't have a tag team partner with him.
Yeah, Neville's elimination was questionable, to say the least. But overall, it was.
I like it needed at least 2. My network was a little bit shaky throughout the night, but it took the Bodog and the Skull Crushing finale back to back to finish them off.
It actually didn't take all that. Miz just chose to steal the pin from Bo.
Oh no, the commentators ignored it, but he hit a Skull Crushing finale.
Oh, I was saying that Bo hit the Bodog.
Yeah,
Neville was down.
yeah.
Miz picked him up just to hit the skull crushing finale and pinned him.
All right. Well, whether it needed it or not, it made it look like it needed it. So it made it look
Yeah.
strong. It made Neville look really strong in that he took two finishers and he didn't. He stayed down to two different finishers, not just one.
Yeah. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was an okay pre-show match.
Yeah, it was. I didn't rate the pre-show match because it's the pre-show match. I didn't expect anything special out of it.
Yeah.
Stardust and Goldust feud was the most surprising thing out of it for me. And then we have the main show with WWE's fantastic video promos as usual. WWE is great with that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then we have the first match of the night is the semifinal match between Alberto Del Rio and Roman Reigns. Roman actually got a really good pop in the beginning. I thought he when he first came out, he got a good face pop, which I was surprised about.
I mean, he was up against Alberto Del Rio.
True, but like it's still, especially later on in the night, it was really surprising. The "Let's Go Roman, Roman Sucks" chant they've successfully created. John Cena 2.0. They've successfully got
Congratulations.
the polarizing figure, and now they're starting to look at it as not a bad thing, which I really hope doesn't stick, because it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, the one note I have on the Reigns match, it was pretty meh. It's what you expect.
I mean,
I mean-
there were some good spots. Like there was a really good counter. He went for a Superman punch, got ducked and hit with a backstabber. I really liked that spot. But I thought it was a bit too much focused on the Triple H angle, because the commentary would not stop talking about how he offered
Yeah.
Reigns the spot, and it showed Triple H watching backstage. And I even wrote down that the crowd was. This is awesome chant was initiated just because both men were down for a few seconds. I don't think they've been trained that anytime there's kickouts that this is awesome. I think they're trained that anytime both men are tired that this is awesome.
Oh, they're tired. This is awesome.
The crowd, you were talking about how he got booed because he's against Del Rio. The crowd actually gave really big C for the arm breaker. They really big chants for that.
I just don't like Alberto Del Rio.
I think he's all right. I think he phoned it in a bit with this match, and I think these go to the ratings. Actually, the result first. Roman Reigns wins with a spear. Obviously, that's the
Duh.
result of that match. But my rating, I gave it initially. I gave it a 3, but I'm gonna knock it down to a 2.75 star, just because they don't really click. It was just an awkward match, in my opinion.
I mean, those styles just don't match at all.
Yeah, and what I'm going to talk about right now is I think ring psychology is really important, and I think it wasn't followed well in this match, because I'll say why later on, but right now, just remember, the right arm of Roman Reigns was worked over the entire 20-minute match. The right arm was worked over the entire 20 minutes. What's
Next
your
up
rating?
was
What was your rating?
my rating.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. I mean, Del Rio kind of phoned it in, and despite me not liking Del Rio, I gotta admit he's a great athlete.
Yeah.
So he was able to make something okay out of a below average match.
Okay, so what was the rating?
Well, you gave it a 3.75, didn't you?
No, I said 2.75.
Oh, 2.75. Yeah, I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. And then they have Dean and Roman talking backstage, ready to fight. Owens disagrees, and the crowd popped really big for him saying that he would stop Roman from being WWE champion.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have Owens being a face for him not being champion,
Owens is a default face.
basically. And then in the semifinal match, we have Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. I really like how Ambrose has been fighting for the tournament.
I really like this match. It was awesome.
Yeah, and
This was a really good match.
he doesn't work in the style he usually works for the tournament matches. He hasn't been throwing random fists. He's become methodical and technical, and I love that right now about Dean Ambrose's current style. I think it's something that's missing in WWE right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. I saw this post on Reddit the other day about how Ambrose himself was telling a story about it was Ambrose realizing that he's not gonna out brawl Roman Reigns, Not now, not ever. So he went back to his technical abilities. That's why with Breeze, he said he was an old dog and that he knows a lot of technical stuff. With Owens, he said he knows technical stuff. He just chooses not to use it. I mean, Ambrose himself has been telling a story, this development of character that I really hope turns out to be a definitive thing for Ambrose's gimmick.
That when he wants to, he'll be technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Owens is just the best trash talker in WWE right now, dude.
Oh,
Owens
that was
is
awesome.
so good. When it was like, ask him, ref, and he's like, "What do you say, Dean?" He says, "Yes." No, he doesn't, Kevin. It was just great back and forth.
That was a great back and forth.
Fantastic.
I love that. I also gotta point out this little moment on commentary. JBL said this little jewel, mentioning the Ultimate Challenge. You know,
Yeah.
Warrior won the Intercontinental Championship and the World Championship and held them both at the same time for the first time. Awkward moment. Triple H did it too.
True.
I mean,
But it
you
wasn't
can't.
the first time when Triple H did it, was it?
No. Warrior did it first. Triple H did it too. It was just a way to continue on to the next segment without mentioning, he who must not be named, the second.
I thought they used later on when they talked about how Undertaker won the title from
Nope.
Hogan.
They said he won it from the Immortal One.
I know. I was gonna say that was a really good way of getting around it.
Yep.
But back to the match, unlike commentary. Owens moonsault. I really like his moonsault. And I think it's gonna
it was so
become a
beautiful.
Kurt Angle style moonsault that's beautiful, but it's never gonna hit. It's just gonna become that kind of thing.
I hope it hits someday and it wins him like the World Championship.
Yeah, I hope. But there's this thing about Kevin Owens' style that I noticed that I love. It's probably one of my favorite things in WWE right now. Owens, I don't know if you noticed, never once uses an Irish whip.
No, he tosses the guy.
Yeah, he grabs the back of their head and the back of their back, for lack of a better term, and
Yep.
he just throws them into the ropes. I think that's the most realistic. It's the best thing right now. I love that.
It's really good. And also a nice move during the match was Dean Ambrose's Hurricane Rana. That was
I was
awesome.
just about to say the finishing sequence itself was just gorgeous. We had a super kick.
Yeah.
Ambrose went in the ropes for his rebound clothesline, got hit with another super kick when he came out. He got thrown off for the pop-up powerbomb. He turned into Hurricane Rana and Dirty Deeds him for the win. Dean Ambrose won with his Dirty Deeds. And I gave that match a 3.5-star rating because Dean Ambrose pulled out his technical style. And surprisingly, I thought we were going to get a brawl. We had a really good technical match out of these two guys.
I was actually nicer on that one. I gave it 3.75.
Barely. All right, so next we got another Undertaker 25-year promo, just the same old. And then came the traditional Survivor Series tag team match with the Ryback versus Lucha Dragons versus
Versus?
the Ryback. No. Sorry, Ryback, Lucha Dragons, and the Usos versus the New Day, Sheamus, and Barrett. And it ended up the eliminations went like this. So first, King Barrett was eliminated by Sin Cara, then Jimmy Uso by Xavier Woods, then Sin Cara by Sheamus, Big E by Jey Uso. Kofi and Xavier Woods left the match, forfeiting. Just a little bit of confusion there about what happened. But yeah, that's a forfeit. That is definitely elimination. And then Sheamus was pinned by Ryback, with the Soul Survivors being Ryback, Jey Uso, and Kalisto.
Yep. Cara was really good during this match. I really like Cara. I like that Northern Light suplex was beautiful. That Swanton and that powerbomb were great. I mean, Cara was on point that day.
Very much so. The Usos got a great pop, but the New Day was probably the highlight of this match and one of the highlights of the pay-per-view.
God, Barrett dancing was the highlight.
So the New Day came out. They got a big face pop. They talked about how they have Mr. Money in the Bank and they got the Kang of the Rang, and they're gonna be the Bald Ryback, the Lucha Booties, and the Usos. And then Sheamus got on the mic and he was way too hyped and like ruined the roast session immediately.
That was awesome.
I like that every pay-per-view Xavier Woods gets good hair. Like he gets new
Oh
hair for
yeah,
every pay-per-view.
and it's
I thought that
always
was
like
fun.
a reference to movies and stuff.
Yeah, like this one was Gaston from Beauty and the Beast.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they treated it like every like pretty boy heel treated his face, where he's like, "Not the hair, not the hair," which was great. I liked the air everybody but Ryback spot, and then the air Ryback spot where he landed on Woods' hair.
Do you not mean flyback?
The flyback spot. No.
All right.
Sheamus can dance, or Barrett can dance, but Sheamus trying to do it makes it not cool, according to the New Day. The suicide spear that Big E does, is such a great move.
Oh,
But
I
it's
love
gonna-
it.
I hope he doesn't do it every. I hope it becomes like a rare occurrence move for like big matches, because that's gonna
Oh, yeah.
mess up his shoulder bad if he does it a lot.
It's really dangerous, yeah.
Like he's got a lot of meat on him, but that's a dangerous move for somebody like that to be hitting. What? Big E's huge. You haven't seen the tricep meat?
I just like the expression. He's got a lot of meat on him.
Well, he's huge. Look at that ham hock. And my rating for that match, I gave it a 2 stars because it was just a mid-card match. It wasn't great and it wasn't awful.
Yeah,
I
it was 2
probably
stars.
been able to rate it better if it was what's it called? I can't think of the word. Oh, my network. WWE Network crapped out pretty much.
Also, I can't let you finish this match without mentioning Cole. I keep bringing up commentary. Mentioning Cole just bullshitting everybody. And he just said, "Oh, the Kalisto Alberto Del Rio match was really great." No, it wasn't. It sucked.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was a terrible match. I'd expect it to be good, but it wasn't.
They just don't click either. Del Rio either has a lot of chemistry with somebody or 0 chemistry. It's weird.
Yeah.
So
Right.
then we have the
Ziggler. Oh no, the Divas.
no, we have the Divas Championship match next with Paige Charlotte. You want to say what you have for it?
I have nothing for this match.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because one thing I will point out about this is, considering the build-up, I was expecting them to just go out and start throwing punches.
Exact ring psychology.
I expected that, but no, they circle each other. They go for submissions. They work each other over, and that's good thinking if it actually was a shoot sport. But you gotta tell a story, man.
Yeah, this isn't a shoot sport. This is wrestling, so you're going to go for a takedown. I expected Charlotte ring the bell, double leg, and start throwing rights and lefts and have Paige.
Yeah, man.
I expected Charlotte to be chasing Paige for a good 5 to 10 minutes and then have Paige work her over and work Charlotte over and then have Charlotte win by DQ because Paige got frustrated. That's how I expected the match to go. Or for Paige to win by DQ because Charlotte couldn't control herself.
Yeah.
But no, we got Paige said "This is my house" twice before the match even started, so we got that going for it. I thought it was clever when Paige started the "Let's Go Charlotte" chant. Wow, she got Charlotte in an abdominal stretch.
Let's go, Charlotte. That was awesome.
The electric chair drop onto the apron was brutal, and I loved that.
That was brutal, and quite frankly, I'm not a fan of Charlotte, but I really like that figure 4 on the apron with Paige hanging.
Yeah, that was nice too. She
like that one.
got her in the figure 4 headlock, and before she did the little rollover throw she usually does, she did Madison Rain's like face smash into the mat move.
Yep.
And then Paige bent Charlotte that she almost kicked herself in the back of the head. Charlotte was pretty much a punching bag for most of the match until closer to the end. And do you know the sequence where it's the face throws a punch and the crowd cheers, and the heel throws a punch and the crowd boos?
Yeah, that one was switched.
It was reversed. The crowd was cheering Paige, and they were booing Charlotte for some reason. which I don't think was supposed to happen. Um,
Gee,
but
I wonder why they were booing Ric Flair's daughter.
yeah, uh, natural selection got used, which Charlotte hasn't used since she's been on the main roster, as far as I know.
What's
Paige,
natural selection again?
it's the somersault cutter.
Oh yeah, she hasn't used that.
Yeah, she used it tonight. Paige rolled out of the ring, and the commentary no-sold it. They didn't even mention that it was the natural selection, which pissed me off a lot. And then the weak spear off the barricade. It was such a weak spear. She was trying to protect
Yeah.
herself and Charlotte, or herself and Paige, really well, but it didn't work. It just made it look weak. And then after brutally, uh, the brutally personal feud, it ends with a submission as Charlotte wins with a figure eight, retains her title.
Bleh.
You want to say what you rated the match?
Well, to be honest, I rated it about 1.5, maybe.
Really? I thought even though it wasn't what it was supposed to be, it was still a good match in and of itself.
Eh. For me, matches have to tell the story. They are contextualized in. If they don't tell the story, they're not doing their job.
Fair enough. I thought based on like the match alone, the crowd being into it, I gave it 2.5 stars because I thought it wasn't superb, but it's a really good improvement for the Divas division and where it has been, and I think it shows that it's at least going up. If
Yeah, it's going up. But ring psychology,
Divas, you
man.
could get like -2 stars. And then we have Dean Ambrose doing his interview on Roman Reigns. The two pretty much stare each other down before their match. We get a 2K16 promo video for their new WWE video game that's out. And then we have Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler. They have a video promo that hypes up Breeze's debut. And it's lame. They switched Tyler Breeze's selfie Titantron, so now it just looks like he's walking around taking pictures, and now it just has his name on his Titantron.
Yeah, it's really bad. It was one of the main features of the character, and they took it out. Ah.
Exactly. Not Tyler Breeze. Dolph Ziggler comes out looking like he belongs in a Poison music video in the 1980s.
I know, with the whole face paint.
And then Ziggler mocks Breeze's corner spot in the match. That was nice. The rolling half crab from Breeze looked fantastic. I've only
Yep.
seen it be a rolling knee bar, but he turned into a half crab and it was really great. Ziggler call spots really loud. Really loud.
Ziggler tuned up the band. He fucking tuned up the band.
Did he tune up the band last night?
He tuned up the band. He went to the corner,
I
started
missed
stomping
that.
his foot. And I thought, man, get your own damn thing.
I missed that.
As much as a fan of Ziggler that I am, I think I just butchered English. As much of a fan of Ziggler that I am, you just don't steal taunts like that. You don't
Yeah.
steal tuning up the band. Just like you wouldn't steal Taker's throat slash.
Yeah. like
Overall,
one
I
thing
think they. Sorry. Go.
That's alright. I was just gonna say the one thing that I really liked about the match was that Tyler Breeze actually cheats like a heel. Like
Yeah.
during the roll-up sequence, he actually grabbed the ropes and tried cheating. And I think that's something we're missing right now, dude. We don't
Yeah.
have somebody who's cheating, and I think that's great. Kevin
I
Owens,
think
he'll
I
trash
think
talk, but he
they
won't cheat.
I think that Breeze and Ziggler can have a pretty good match, but again, the story wasn't really told too well. Though there wasn't much story to tell.
Yeah, there was nothing really they were fighting about. What'd you rate the match?
Because of the lack of story, I guess I'd have to say like 3, solid 3.
Oh, it's better than mine. I only gave it 2 stars just because it just felt weird. It felt like they were gearing up to try and have it be a much longer match than it was, and it felt like they were trying to build up to the crescendo, and then they never had time for the crescendo.
Yeah.
But Tyler Breeze, I actually forgot to mention, Tyler Breeze replaced the beauty shot, and his finisher is now the unprettier, which I like a lot. It fits his character, and the name fits as well. And it's a good move. I'm glad that somebody's using it.
Yep.
And then we had the Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family. And the two members that Bray chose were Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, which I thought was the weirdest choice.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't pick Strowman.
I thought it was going to be finally that the Brothers of Destruction would be the ones to pin Strowman.
Yeah, I mean
That's what
that
it
would have
looked
made
like.
sense, and he wouldn't look weak because it's the freaking Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah.
I guess they're still trying to protect Strowman. I get it.
Yeah, but if you're going to protect him so much that the Brothers of Destruction don't beat him down, then who can, besides Lesnar?
I mean, it took both of them to chokeslam him.
Exactly.
That's building someone up.
But
But how are you
saying
gonna
is-
break him down?
Exactly, that's what I was trying to say. Was how can you bring him down believably now, without it being Brock Lesnar himself? Because Lesnar will tear him a new one.
The only way for it to happen without it being Brock Lesnar would be, I don't know, maybe the whole Wyatt family turns on him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Roman Reigns. I was gonna be upset.
Oh, it's gonna be Roman Reigns. It's gonna be.
Roman Reigns. It's gonna be Reigns. He's gonna spear him once and pin him.
It's gonna end like that. But wishful thinking. Wyatt family turns.
Did you have any notes on the match? Because I didn't didn't get any notes on the match because my network was really buggy for the rest of the night. I caught the main event and I caught good parts of it, but I didn't really catch as much of this match.
All right, so all the way from Taker's entrance, it was awesome. Taker's entrance rocked, with the Titantron showing the multiple phases of his career. Rowan jumping the gun before the match started, just rushing the ring, getting tossed back out, was nice. It shows that out of the Wyatts, he's the one that falls further from the tree. Just like he was the one that turned babyface, he is the one who jumped the gun. The match didn't have much to it. I mean, it was Taker's vintage spots, old school, the apron leg drop, snake eyes. I mean, it wasn't all that much, but I will say that Harper's facial expressions rocked it. I mean, his reaction to everything. I mean, his reaction to the sit-up, his reaction to not being able to keep Undertaker down. It was awesome.
Who's your action, Bryce?
Harper's
Harper.
face, his reactions.
I don't like that Bray is scared. Can I just say? He's supposed to be
Nah,
the
he
face of
shouldn't be.
fear. He's a face of fear, but he doesn't realize that the face of fear is not supposed to be his own face. Like, come on, dude. You're supposed to be instilling fear in other people. I get that he bit off more than he could chew, but like, come on, at least look confident.
And they repeated the sit up into the spider walk, crumbling.
Yeah. I think it should have been the other way around, where Taker sits up, goes to get Bray, Bray spider walks up, and then like not Taker back down, but Taker respects him enough to like let him stand up. I think that would have been a good spot.
That would have been so good.
Because that at least would have been a passing of the torch where Taker's just like, all right, you got your own thing. I get you. Been there. Here you go. Stand up and let's fight. But no, it wasn't.
I mean, the match served its purpose. It was supposed to be a nostalgia match for Taker to get an easy win.
Yeah.
It just sucks that it had to be Wyatt.
And then finally, we have... Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a rating for that match? I almost forgot.
It's Taker and Kane, so I can't really rate it all that bad. Plus, it's Wyatt, so it's got that extra. So I would say that this is the highest rated match on the card with a 3.75.
Nice. So my match of the night was Owens Ambrose. Your match of the night is BOD versus the Wyatts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our main event. We have the WWE Championship Finals of the tournament for the title belt. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Can I just say, this match was awkward.
Yep.
It's just, they were ready for 20... I understand why they didn't have another 20-minute match, because that would have made both guys be fighting for 20 minutes in high-impact matches, which you don't really want to do when these guys already work every night house shows. But less than 10 minutes for a world title match?
Yeah, it was pretty bull.
I like that Again, ring psychology. Remember how I mentioned earlier, Alberto Del Rio worked over the right arm of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, Dean Ambrose works over the left arm of Roman Reigns. At least ask Roman before the match which arm got worked over. Come on.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Actually, it was kind
They
of bull.
switched arms. And then the fact that, like, these guys were brothers. These guys are still brothers. They're supposed to know each other inside and out. Have a counterfest. Don't have just kick out a finisher, kick out a finisher.
Yeah, big spot finish. Yeah.
And I don't even count Reigns' spear as a kick out of a finish. Like, it was a two-step spear. He didn't have any momentum behind him. There was no power in it. It just wasn't a good spear at all.
It sucked. The match overall is it was too short. It didn't have what it needed. It didn't tell the story it had to.
Yeah.
It was a weak match.
Overall, obviously, Roman Reigns wins the match with a spear, and Roman Reigns is now the WWE Champion. And then we have a rating. That's the word I'm trying to think of. My rating of the match was 2 stars because it was a 9-minute match for a world title, and it should have been a 25-minute counterfest. Dean was doing technical wrestling for a reason, and then it just turned into a slugfest for this match too. Like, you're gonna work the whole tournament technical because you can't outslug Roman Reigns. Then you're gonna outslug Roman Reigns. What? It just didn't make sense to me, and it fell flat.
Yeah, there was no psychology there. I agree with the rating. There was no psychology there. These guys are brothers, and they just start wailing on each other. They don't think about what they're gonna do. They don't, try to think what the other one's thinking.
They know what the other one's thinking 9 times out of 10 too. If they've been on the road together for the past 3 years.
It isn't even that hard to counter all that stuff. Freaking dirty deeds into a backdrop. When Roman goes for the spear, send him to the corner.
Or Roman goes for a spear, turn that into a dirty deeds. Roman goes for a spear, turn that into a small package. Roman goes for the Superman punch, hit him with a dropkick in the kneecap while he's in the air. It's really simple, like, counters.
Yeah.
It's just like they didn't think of any of it, or weren't given time to think of any of it.
You're brothers. You've known each other for years. Come on.
We've all known that the match was going to happen for this long. How could they have not known the match was going to happen for this long? Plan out the spots in advance, dude.
Yeah.
So after the match, Triple H comes down. There's confetti flying. Roman Reigns is celebrating. Triple H offers his hand to Roman Reigns. Reigns is like, nope. Reigns spears Triple H. And then Reigns turns around, gets hit with a brogue kick. 1, 2, kick out. Ducks a brogue, runs the ropes, gets hit with a brogue. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, WWE Champion, and current WWE Champion, for real this time, is Sheamus after cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
Why would Roman spear Triple H?
I think it was symbolic of, like, because Triple H was still offering his hand to Roman, which I think Roman could have taken as disrespectful, because Roman already said no, and Roman said he was going to do it his way, and Roman did do it his way. But I don't know. I don't think that Roman spearing Triple H had anything to do with Sheamus coming out. Because I think, in an alternate world, in kayfabe, say Reigns were to shake his hand, Reigns is eating his bro kick either way, because Reigns already crossed the boss, and you don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sheamus wouldn't go out there without a plan.
Not even that, because Sheamus sprinted down as Triple H was getting speared. If he wasn't getting speared, you have to think that Triple H, because the whole story was Triple H is finding somebody to combat Roman Reigns, so he found Sheamus.
This was shades of SummerSlam when Triple H turned heel.
100% right down to the confetti.
Yeah, I think
that's
that's
took a finisher instead of giving a finisher.
Within kayfabe. I think he was going to do what he did to Bryan. Raise his hand, shake his hand, and then pedigree.
Exactly.
But Reigns wouldn't just spear out of the blue. He's not Orton to just finish her out of nowhere.
Reigns needs to know where his gimmick's at. He's still the Shield, pretty much, so he should still be a mercenary. So it didn't make sense for him to turn down Triple H's offer in the first place. You're going to make more money for your family. You're going to make more money. You're going to get the opportunities. You're going to be champion. You're a mercenary. Why would you not do that? It's your whole thing.
I guess they don't want John Cena 2.0 to be a merc.
They don't want John Cena 2.0 to have any like depth. He's just
Nope.
his gimmick is he's Roman Reigns.
Yup. I mean, look at John Cena 1. Does he have any depth?
I mean,
He's John
He's
Cena.
getting it more so, but his whole gimmick is that he's John Cena. And I really hope that this isn't going to lead to another era of 2006, where we just get Roman spearing through the entire roster until we have John Cena 2.0 versus we're gonna have Cena versus The Rock, but it's gonna be Cena versus Roman Reigns, or they'll bill it Cena versus The Rock's cousin. Like him, please.
Please like him.
So what are your predictions?
And The Rock
going
comes
into-
back.
What do you think's gonna happen going into Raw?
Sheamus's mohawk is going to be on the side plates.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible. I think his side plates are gonna be. It'll be probably the Laosh logo, and
Yeah, and the cross.
yeah, the cross. They tweeted out like a year ago when the title first had the side plates. They tweeted a pretty cool concept for Sheamus. It was just a giant shamrock. It sounds really corny and campy, but it actually looked really nice.
Huh. Didn't see it. I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, the concepts they have are pretty cool. Like the punk concepts are great. I think on Raw we're gonna see, because it had apparently that Dean Ambrose was challenging Sheamus to a street fight, or a bar, not bar.
It was a parking lot brawl.
Yeah, that. But either way, I'm just excited that we're going to see what's his name, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns get to interact after that match happened. Because I think that match is money, and I think they overlooked having it as just a throwaway 9-minute match. They probably, I think they should have had us upset and have, if Reigns is going over anyway, have Owens fight him just to get that surprise and have the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship raised that much. And hell, have Owens, here's a novel concept, have Owens cheat. Like, that could have been amazing. But
Wait, people can cheat?
exactly. I don't know. It's whatever.
I predict a new challenger for Charlotte.
I predict Sasha Banks will be her new challenger.
Nah, Sasha's in that thing with Natalia.
Team Bad is in that thing with Natalia.
Yep,
else-
and
who else-
she's part of Team Bad.
Yeah, but like they could have Naomi fight her. Who else could you
I mean-
realistically see fighting Charlotte?
Nikki hasn't gotten a rematch.
Nikki's injured.
Is she?
Yeah, she hurt her knee.
Oh, god damn it. Everybody's injured.
And yeah, Nikki
I
got
mean-
a rematch. Nikki got a rematch at Hell in a Cell.
I mean, please, if you're gonna have Sasha, please have, like, some sort of number one contenders match. Because
I just hope that they eventually give Becky Lynch her turn.
I hope so too.
I love Becky Lynch. She's so great.
Like, honestly, I'd prefer Becky Lynch to be champ right now over Charlotte.
Me too.
But you can't have it all.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode of the Booking Club podcast. Join us next week where we do some stuff. I don't have a plan for next week yet. So
Oh, lack of professionalism.
we're gonna wing it. The Booking Club has nothing booked. We're gonna wing it, Maggle. Alright?
I love it.
I love it, Maggle. Alright, we'll see you guys next time. Later.
See ya.